The night I died, the first thing I noticed wasn't darkness, it was sound. A soft ringing, like a distant bell underwater, calling my name with a voice that wasn't a voice at all. I tried to open my eyes, but my body felt like a memory instead of flesh. Weightless, cold, forgotten. My name is Ethan Cole, and until that night, I thought death was the end of the road. I was wrong. I had been a regular guy, 32, software tech support, living alone in a small apartment in Seattle. No great achievements, no terrible crimes. Just another person rushing through days, believing life would pause if I ever needed it to. The accident happened on a rainy Friday evening. A stranger collapsed on the sidewalk in front of me, an old man, shivering, breath shallow. Everyone else walked around him. I hesitated. I was tired, late, my phone buzzed with messages I thought mattered more. But something inside me stopped my feet. I knelt down, held his shaking hand, called 911. I waited with him. I spoke nonsense just to keep him awake. When the ambulance came, he squeezed my hand and whispered, "Thank you for seeing me." That was the last sound I remember before the truck hit me from behind. The ringing grew louder. I stood up, or at least, I thought I did. The ground was still there, the broken umbrella, the flashing red lights. But my body lay a few feet away, twisted and still. People screamed. Someone cried my name. I felt nothing. No pain, no fear, just confusion. As the paramedics rushed toward my body, a shadow stretched across the wet pavement. Not cast by any light, because it moved against the direction of every shadow around it. It stood up, tall, human-shaped, empty. Where its face should have been, there was only a shifting darkness, like smoke trapped behind glass. "You're early," it said, its voice layered, old and young at the same time. I tried to speak. No sound came out. "You always are," the thing continued. "But kindness changes schedules." Suddenly, the world folded. I woke up in a place that looked like a waiting room. White walls, flickering fluorescent lights, rows of metal chairs. No windows, no clocks. People sat silently, staring at the floor, their faces pale and tired, as if they'd been waiting for years. A number glowed above a closed door. After. I sat down beside a woman holding a child she didn't seem to realize was missing half its face. "Where are we?" I asked. She looked at me, smiled gently. "Between." A man across the room laughed, a sharp, broken sound. "You're dead," he said. "Don't worry. It gets worse before it gets worse." The shadow appeared again, leaning against the wall like it belonged there. "Welcome, Ethan Cole," it said. "I am what you call Maut. Death. Not a monster, not an angel, a function. You helped someone tonight," Maut continued. "That complicates things." I asked the only question that mattered. "Am I going back?" Maut tilted its head. "That depends on how much humanity you have left." Time didn't move normally there. Conversations overlapped. Memories leaked into the air like fog. Sometimes I saw my childhood bedroom. Sometimes someone else's hospital room. Maut walked among us, stopping occasionally, guiding people through the after door. Each time the door opened, a cold wind rushed out, carrying whispers, regret, love, fear, relief. After what felt like days, Maut stopped in front of me. "You don't belong in the deeper dark," it said. "But you can't return unchanged." "What does that mean?" It extended its hand. "Come and see." On the other side of the door wasn't fire. It was a city, a reflection of ours, but wrong. Streets stretched endlessly, lit by dim, colorless lights. Buildings leaned at impossible angles. And people walked through each other without noticing, their faces vacant, replaying moments from their lives like broken recordings. "This is where forgotten kindness goes," Maut explained. "Acts no one saw, choices no one thanked. They echo here." We stopped beside a young boy sitting alone on the curb, crying silently. "He died angry," Maut said. "No one listened while he lived." I stepped toward the boy, instinctively. I sat beside him. He looked at me. For a moment, just one, the city flickered with color. "You can see me," he whispered. I nodded. He smiled. The buildings straightened. Maut watched silently. "Why show me this?" I asked. "Because you noticed someone when it mattered," it replied. "And now you notice everyone." We moved through the city. Each time I spoke to someone, listened, acknowledged, held a hand, the place changed. Lights warmed, cracks sealed. Some people remembered who they were. But with every act, I felt weaker. "My time is running out," I said. Maut nodded. "Yes. Kindness costs something here. At the city's edge stood the old man I had helped before the accident. He looked younger now, healthier. You saved me, he said softly. No, I replied. I just stayed. He smiled. That's enough. The world shook. Dash dash dash. I woke up in a hospital bed. Machines beeped. My chest burned. Someone shouted for a doctor. I was alive, but different. Sometimes, when the lights flicker, I see the city. Sometimes, I hear the ringing. And sometimes, when I help someone, a stranger, a nobody, I feel that hand on my shoulder. Not threatening, grateful, because death is not the opposite of life. And whatever waits after us is listening, only for those who choose, even at the end, to see others. The ringing still follows me. But now, it sounds less like a warning.